coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. ETN once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
You ready?
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go.
Lawrence will throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On third down, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On the return, it's King. And he's out right at the 25. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll go again with Etienne. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop them behind the line for the 2nd straight play. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Throw left side complete. That's McKinney. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Lawrence to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. A give, it's ETN off the option. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. They'll run here with Pierce. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Fairbairn good for the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
On first down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lawrence going to throw again. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Escaping the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have regained the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 67 yards. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 2. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Got a man. It's Collins, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
2nd down at 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's... And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Etienne up the middle.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. 11 yards for number 11.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now Lawrence.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguars have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. He'll look to throw.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Dewan Smoot getting in there, recording the sack.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Agnew now to return. A A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
A handoff for ETN.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A give to ETN running right.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Jags get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyler Johnson from 13 yards out. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage is already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
I won't take your role, partner, but up in the fourth quarter and going for it on fourth down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
A give running right, Etienne. 75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation and taking care of the football paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new